Welcome back, everyone. We got Sam back in the house. We got a triple whammy co-host. I think we're going to need three of us to handle and match the energy of our next guest. So, with no further ado, welcome to the house, Dee. You all right?
Hello, everyone.
There she is.
Yo, long time no see.
Hi, Alex. Hi, Luke. And hi, Sam. I haven't met personally, but I followed your journey.
Oh, bless you. I've heard a lot about your donuts, and I've got a sweet tooth.
I was telling Luke the story, Dee, of when we did the Enterprise Day together and the fun we had in the car on the way there and back. The kids just they just soaked all your energy. Honestly, we got to get Dee in the schools again.
Yeah. Let's make it happen.
I'd love to.
It's amazing, absolutely amazing. So, Dee, we've got some. Well, firstly, can you introduce Dee? Because I'm purposely saying Dee for a reason. Because
I have to.
I want you to. I really want you to. And I think it's important you do. And what are you speaking up for today?
Yeah, well, to be honest with you, I feel like I have to because I'm hearing a feedback.
Yeah, I thought you might. Let me move over here. I'm moving over here.
Yeah, I feel like I have to reintroduce myself, to everyone, not just Shifties as a community, because when you approach me, obviously, via email to speak again, it is I was approached as Mrs. D's Donuts, but I've shared it a few months ago that I'm posting from the donuts, and I'm coming here today as Dee, the someone who's traveled across the world, moved from a different country, coming into a community and just really finding a space. And as a woman, as a wife, as a mom, especially now I've got a toddler who's just recently been diagnosed to be in the spectrum, and that's the main reason why I'm pausing from the donut operations. So I feel like I wanted to come in here today to speak to all the women out there who, just really figuring it out. Not as Mrs. D's Donuts, but as just someone who is trying to figure it out. I've got an 18-year-old as well. So yeah, I've got an 18-year-old who turned 18 last Monday and really trying to impose her adulthood. And then I've got a toddler who's also, just finding his own voice. So yeah, I'm here today to speak about that and just share my journey.
Dee, I'm so happy that you're here because I love Dee. I just love you as an individual at a human level. I think you're just an incredible person. I love your energy, and I know what your experience, like what you've experienced in your life and what you're experiencing now. Like we can go many ways with this conversation, but I feel the right place to start is where you've started, which is your current, where you are right now in your life. How is Mrs. D, and how do you feel about your current? You've just said you got some that news. How are you as a family processing that? What have you learned through that process so far?
Yeah, family's all right. We're still finding our way around that diagnosis, trying to learn about it, and just really figuring out what best way to support our son. But I think I want to start by speaking to the women out there, especially the moms. I wanted to start there because you and Christine recently just had a new addition in the family. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. Bless you.
And life-changing events as such, however beautiful it is, your life is never the same. You know how meaningful, how it changes your routine. And some days you find that it empowers you, it makes you the best ever person that you can ever be. And then some days you feel like there are things you can't do, and you're being held back from how you would do things before. So I feel like I want to start this conversation with just, it's a continuous reinventing yourself, finding ways, like this recent experience of me having to hold back from the donut operations to be able to support more, the needs of my son and my family. But still trying to find ways to have an outlet for my creativity. For me, Alex, I need a project. I need to work on something.
She's like, whoa, mate. Yeah.
I'm a bit
if I could bottle 10% of your creativity, honestly.
You know what? There's some people in this world who have a natural aura around them.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
in a lot of cases you can't see it, but with D you can see it, can't you?
Yeah. And I
Thanks,
think
Luke.
there's, it's really interesting. I know Christine will be watching this and really relating to what you're saying, because
Yeah.
as a fellow female leader, you. Oh, and as a mum, as a parent, you have this, she was talking about this earlier when she was on, and I think, and even as a father, I feel that because
Yeah.
it's a really tough thing to be pulled from. You want to be over here and you want to be creative, but you want to be all in, but you've got
Yeah,
this.
and you
this
want to be the
incredible.
best in every
Yeah.
role.
Yeah.
You really
Yeah.
want to be the best in every role, and it's okay if you're struggling. It really is, and it's okay to continue to pursue things that matters to you. On an individual basis, like me as a person, what matters to me. There are days that so. By the way, just to add to that, so now I'm back to digital marketing, and
Yes.
you'll be surprised. I had a recent conversation with Tina, who's also a member of Shifty.
Yeah, I see
and,
Tina in the
Yeah.
comments.
And
I see her in the
Yas.
comments. Yeah.
Yeah, and Cakes by Yasmin. We had an interesting conversation. We had coffee the other day, and they were like, "So what are you doing now, Dee?" So I said, "I'm back to digital marketing, and actually, I have 4 clients now. I'm helping 4, local businesses with their social media." And Tina was like, "When did this happen, Dee? It's like one day you announce you're taking some time off, working from the donuts, and then now you've got 4 clients." And like I said, it's you, it's your passion. As a person, I need an outlet to be able to be a better mom, a better wife, a better runner of the house. I need my own personal outlet, and it's amazing how people are shocked, like almost straight away. I just changed. I'm doing this now. But yeah, I'm helping Mini Monsters, Soft Play Center in Buckton.
Yeah,
And
they look like a
Brookhouse.
really cool business. Really cool business.
Yeah, Brookhouse. I look after their social media now, and
Nice.
another person, Zoe Walters. She's a life coach.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm helping her out with some of her projects as well. So
Well, they're all lucky to have you, Dee. They're all lucky to have you.
oh, thank
Your
you.
mom-
Thanks, Alex.
So you're happy right now, though. You feel good.
I am happy. I get to support the family, and I get to have outlet for my creativity, because one thing you don't want to really stop doing is to it will always find you. It will always find you. However lost you feel like right now, especially if you've had a life-changing event, recently, you became a mom, you became a wife, you had to you lost a job, or you had to change career. It's okay to feel lost in the beginning. but it's your drive. It will find you. It will find you. And when it doesn't sit well with you, you would be able to tell this, Alex. I guess from the last few months of operations of Mrs. D, our conversations were like, I'm a totally different person. Like,
Yeah,
my
I felt it. That's
vibe-
why I start. Why do you think I
Yeah.
started there? I feel you. I understand.
Yeah, so your vibe will change, your energy will change, and you're not tired. You're not unhappy because you're tired. You're doing so much. It's because you're doing less of what speaks to you. What really matters. You have to listen to your body. You really have to stay connected to your passion, to your body, because you're not tired. You're not feeling sick. It's just that you have to do some changes, and you know to your very core, you will know when you're doing something right. So keep going. My encouragement for someone who's going through something, different right now, and they're struggling.
interesting.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dee, I'm sorry to interrupt there, because you just remind me because I was reading, and this is before he slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars. I read Will Smith's autobiography,
Right.
and
that, yeah.
he had marriage counselling with his wife, and they had to rate the importance. So obviously, for Will Smith, it would be Will Smith, his kids, his wife. So he had to put them in order, and he put himself first, his children second, and his wife third. And his wife said, "Hang on a minute, why are you putting yourself first?" And he goes, "Because if I can't be the best version of myself, I can't be the best father, I can't be the best husband." And that really resonated to me. I thought, hang on a minute, that's actually a really good
You
point.
got it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Reggie,
Yeah.
what
It
is
makes sense.
I can feel Sam's curiosity piping up behind me. The coach is in the room and he's got curiosity all over his face. I keep hearing it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What have you got to ask Mrs. D?
I'd
No.
love to
What have
meet
you got? What have you got to ask
personally,
D?
Sam.
What's that? Sorry.
I'd love to meet you personally.
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
no, I'm the
having-
same. I love your energy. No, obviously I've got huge respect, obviously, with how Alex has spoken to you about you in the past, and obviously what's important now is the present. But
Yes.
I'm curious, like, so obviously you're going through these transition phases, both with your work and obviously with your personal life. How are you managing your mental health during this period?
Wow. There's an interesting. I've read the book, and I saw someone speak about the book, a portion of that book. I can't remember his name, but he's also, I think he's a TED Talk speaker or a life coach as well. But anyway, it's a book about the horse and the boy and. I'm
Oh
sorry.
yeah.
I was like,
The horse boy the fox.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
they made it into a TV program. at
Yeah,
Christmas, didn't they?
fantastic.
I always get it, But yeah, that book. And there's a bit from that book that, if you can't see where you're going, but you can see where your feet are, just keep taking one step at a time. And that, for me, I suppose for mental health, there's no really like, I'll work on this because I want to be this, It's one day at a time, one step at a time. I'm not saying tomorrow I'll be like, so much better than I am today, but all I can do really is take that one step and hopefully, it's the right step to the right direction. And if it's not, take another step from this direction, maybe that way. This is a very important part of my journey that I want to share. You know, I've come from corporate. I've done businesses from my own home country, Philippines, and then I moved to another country.
When you say done, wait a second. You're not giving yourself enough credit there. These are powerhouse entrepreneur. Don't undersell yourself, because what you've achieved in your career. Can you just can you just elaborate a little bit, because it is relevant to the transition you're in now, because you can compare the two.
The world needs to know.
So my journey is I've come from corporate. I used to work for Apple in the Middle East. I look after I first started with brand management, and then looked after the Apple premium resellers units across the Middle East. So from that background, I lost my job due to the global financial recession. I think it is important to say that, because with what we are going through right now in the financial climate, a lot of people will lose their job, and it's okay. It's not the end of the world. So anyway, when I lost my job 2009 due to the global financial recession, I decided, you know what, I think I'm ready. I've been trained marketing, management wise. I think I can do this. So I said, I'm going to open my own business. I'm going to launch my own business. First start with one. And then the plan was that time, I'm going to get into franchising. So I'm going to develop a brand and create a franchise concept and just franchise that. That was the initial concept for me. But anyway, I launched 3 different restaurants in the Philippines, and a catering company. I used to cater for, I have to say this because Luke is there. I used to cater for Manny Pacquiao, world boxing champion.
Wow, that's so cool. That's mad.
Quality.
So I also have commercial building in the Philippines. It's being managed by my family right now. Having come from that background, and then I moved to the UK, back to zero. Like, I don't know anyone. My husband is from St. Neots. He grew up in St. Neots. So I'm lucky to have that, because he's got friends. But still, I don't know anyone here. And I think the struggle when I moved to St. Neots was the main struggle was I have so much to give. I feel like I have so much to give. How do I need to find this crack in the community, because I want to contribute. I want to be part of this community. And that was the struggle for me before. And that's why I'm really grateful to be part of Shifties, to have found Shifties for you, Alex. For having built this community, brought these people together, and just really share what I'm going through. Because as an entrepreneur, as a business person, that's what you want to do. You want to contribute to your community. You have something, you have a product or a service that you want to, bring to the community and create impact. And that's what it was always been for me. Where I suppose wherever I will go, I don't know if I will, be in St. Neots forever. But at this point, this is home now, and that was the yearning when I moved here. I want to be part of this. Where is it? Where is the energy? I want to be part of this.
Nice.
Where is the energy?
Yeah. Nice.
Have we heard that before? Where is the energy? Where's the action? Where's the energy? That's D. Right there. That's D.
I think Shifties are probably more thankful that
100%.
you found that you found them.
Yeah. Dee, can I ask you a question about? Can I ask you, obviously, because you've got children here who have been in the education system here. What was the education system like in the Philippines?
Oh, totally different. Totally different. For one, language-wise, we are taught in American English, and so my daughter, when she moved to Ernolf, she's like, you put you in everything, color. Yeah. So that was, and ER is RE here, Yeta, Centa. So that was, seriously, that was the main thing. Even for me, you know, sometimes my husband would say to me, "I'm gonna go to the cash machine." I'm like, ATM. So yeah, it's very different. Back in the Philippines, look, just to answer your question very quickly, because I know we're running out of time.
There you are.
My daughter, she used to join be part of a big school, and then she went to an intimate school, which was the medium for teaching is actually music and arts.
Wow.
And that was amazing. That school was amazing. It was backed by a famous actor in the Philippines, and he basically just asked everyone, all the big players from the creative industry, to, you know, be part of his vision. And it was a really, really good school. It changed my daughter, like, you know, it changed her disposition when it comes to learning, that learning can be fun. There is a different way of learning. And that experience, when we were preparing to move to the UK, I actually homeschooled her for 2 years before we moved to the UK, which, to be honest with you, I think it was the best thing I've done for her, education-wise. In the Philippines, for her to get to like same level of education, traditional education in the UK, you know, that she can be you know, wherever we go, she can be speaking English, be up par with, you know, the students there. I paid every year in the traditional school in the Philippines, just to give you context, 6,000-7,000 pounds a year.
Wow.
To be in the same level as the traditional English schooling, English educational system. So yeah, that's a massive. So when we move here, and from homeschool setup, she was ready. She was ready to take on whatever was given to her, because her disposition for learning was based from project management. Because, you know, that's what homeschooling is about. When we were homeschooling, the soft skills, her soft skills was really developed, improved. She learned she learned managing her own time, you know, research. We had programs before in our homeschool curriculum that once a month she goes to the stock exchange, and they are just, you know, exposed to that. She learns about how this and that, and
But what about Pythagoras theorem?
Oh yeah. I covered that. As a mom, I mean, as a parent who is considering, because I know you're considering homeschooling, Alex, that's the main struggle. That's, you know, that's like, but what about all these concepts that are also very important, which now we have to learn up until 18.
Don't even start me. Don't get me started. Please. Don't.
Okay,
We haven't got time for that conversation right now. That's for later. That's a 3 a.m. with a gin conversation.
No, but there are people, professionals that you can tap into if you're concerned about that. If you want to go the homeschooling route, there are so many resources that you don't have to be involved in if you still want your child to be, you know, exposed to those concepts.
Well, for the moment he's 4 months old. I'll leave it a moment to have a little think about it.
Yes.
And the other one's 20 this year, so I'll be all right for the moment.
No, just in addition to that, Alex, very, very quickly, when I started homeschooling, there was a 15-year-old who was part of the homeschooling program, and someone asked her, you know, ask her mom, why did you homeschool her? Homeschooling is a privilege. It is a privilege. It's not for everyone.
100%,
It's a privilege. Yeah, because you know, you as a parent, you have to have the time. You have to have the patience and the energy to be able to allow your child to see how the world works, basically, how your world works. Yeah, but it's been an amazing journey for us. I love England. It's my adoptive home.
We love you. And
you
St. is a infinitely better place with you in it.
Absolutely agree with that.
Infinitely.
thank you.
Forget Shifties. St. you know, you watch Dee's video from last year's
Yeah.
live-a-thon, which, by the way, all of these 100+ interviews we've done over 3 years are going to be uploaded onto a landing page for Evergreen. And you need to come in and sign the shirt. We've got a shirt here. All our guests are signing. It's going to be framed up in here for memory's sake.
Yeah.
You know, just the story of how you started Mrs. D's Donuts is ridiculous. You know, she literally just started, but
Yeah.
you know, our NHS need donuts.
And they will.
Our next guest will appreciate this. I can see Kev waiting in the lobby. You know, our NHS need cheering up. So she just made thousands of donuts,
And they
and there was no
were
business idea. It was
so
just
nice.
she just wanted to give them donuts.
Yeah.
And then someone said, "Oh, can I buy your donuts?" And then next thing you know, Mrs. D's Donuts was born. Phenomenon. D, I'm grateful for you to coming on to reintroduce yourself.
Yeah, I love it.
And I wish you all the success with this. Whoever is getting marketing done by D is in good hands. Powerhouse.
Thank you.
Powerhouse.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Dee. Mwah.
And
You're
you're
a
doing
legend, Dee.
amazing things. You're
God
doing
bless
amazing
you.
Yeah.
things.
No, bless you. Love you. See you later.
Everyone,
Dee.
donate. Don't forget to donate.
That's it.
Thanks, Dee.
Marketing. She knows.
Donate.
Donate.
Donate donuts.
Legend. Right, see you later.
Yeah.
Right, don't click
Bye,
on the
everyone.
lobby. That's it.
Bye.
Bye. Look after yourselves.
Legend. Love you. Right, guys.
See you
Next up,
soon.
we've got